Hey, what's up, my people? Yeah, I know it's a little dark because I'm in the car and I'm driving. And as you know, I can't be driving with the light on. It's a quick way to get pulled over. But I'm not going to waste too much time. I'm going to get straight into it today. The subject that I want to talk on today is about games, shenanigans. Pretty much doing those things that you know that your significant other wouldn't approve of, agree with, or accept. Sometimes we play games, shenanigans to try to gain control of situations, try to get people to do things that we want them to do. And yeah, you can say it's like more of a control thing, but the flip side to that is that when you play those type of games, the results could sometimes turn out not in the way that you expect for it to turn out. Some cases it can be drastic, it can be brutal, it can even be fatal. Sad to say, situations turn out that way. Why? Because when people's feelings and emotions is caught up, their reaction and response be uncontrollable at that present moment in time, because they're not thinking about what they're doing. They're just reacting out of anger, frustration, and just thinking about a person playing on their intelligence. That's why before I done spoke on how people ask for something that they're not ready to give. A lot of us go into relationships, we go into marriages, for the wrong reasons. You want to make a commitment like that to make someone else happy and not to make yourself happy or to make y'all happy. If it is not a mutual thing, y'all on the same accord and willing to give each other all and put all into that relationship or that marriage, then it's like setting yourself up for a fiasco to even go into it. You can't, or let me put it this way, it can't be a one-sided thing. One can't be willing to do and to give all, and the other want to half step, give partial, or play games and shenanigans. When it comes to anything such as a relationship, a friendship, a marriage, it has to be reciprocal. Y'all got to be willing to compromise, to work together. It ain't like one can do everything and make it work. Yes, can do things to make you happy, but that's not always enough. Y'all have to be on the same page. If you're going into this thing and you say that you are ready for it, but you still want to straddle both sides of the fence, you still want to be in contact with people that you used to deal with in your past exes, giving other people that have interest in you, leading them on. You know, all of those things are just adding to whatever it is that you're trying to establish with this person that you say you love and care for. All of that stuff is nothing other than things that could possibly bring it to an end. You know, because what's in the dark will one day come to light. You know, you can play all the games, shenanigans, think that you are the most slickest and smartest person walking on the plains of this earth. But you will slip, and it's gonna hurt you, or it's gonna hurt someone else. You know, and if that is your cruel intentions to bring someone into your life only to play games and shenanigans, I mean, why waste your time or their time? I mean, you know, and you can't feel as if you've been brought hurt and pain in your past, then every relationship that you go into, you bring, or you feel that that person is going to treat you the same as those of your past. I mean, every man is not the same. You know, women got this concept of thinking that all men are dogs. That is not true. You know, it's just the men that you choose, and vice versa. It's just the women that some of us men choose, you know? And sometimes we look for the things that we possess within ourselves and other people, common likes, those same qualities. You know, if you are a game playing person, more likely your attraction gonna be someone that like to play games in the process. You're a crazy individual. I ain't saying crazy like you out hurting people, but crazy, you have crazy thinking ways. More likely you're gonna attract a crazy woman or a crazy man. We attract people with common likes most of the times. You know, it's strange, it's deranged, but that's how the cards are dealt sometimes. Because, I mean, that is what you take interest in. That's just like if you are a person that is a social drinker, you are a person that likes to, you know, smoke your little weed, do whatever. You know, the people that you invite into your in crowd is going to pretty much be people that you know take interest in the things that you like to do. You know, a person that is not into what you like to do, it's like they are an outcast in your eyes. You know, they are bored to you. That's how it is. You know? But if you really care, love, and want to show a person that you're all about them, you cannot play games. You cannot play shenanigans. I mean, if you really want that special person in your life for a lifetime, you have to show them that you want them to be around for a lifetime. You have to give them something to want to say, this person is worth me pursuing to the end. But if you're lying, you're doing sneaky things, you're not giving them time, attention, you're just pretty much not showing them that they are an important part of your life. You can't just want someone to be there for you, cater to you, give all to you, and you not do the same in return. It is mutual. It is reciprocal. You have to treat others as you would want to be treated. You want respect, you got to give respect. You want to care, you want a person to care for you, you have to care in a process. You want a person to love you, excuse me, you have to love back in return. If you don't want those things from that individual, you have to be honest. If you feel you made a mistake and you tried something that you want to do with a person, but you feel like what you thought was meant between you and that individual, you had a change in heart, then you have to be honest and let that person know, because to allow it to continue on, you only hurt that individual and you only waste your own time, and you waste their time as well, because it's not fair to be selfish. Because if you're allowing yourself to be in a situation that you don't want to be in, you're holding that individual back from possibly finding someone who do want to be that significant other, do want to be that person to be all about that individual, to give them the all that they're looking for. So you got to make your mind up. You can't be undecided, because we're not undecided. We know what we really want. You know when something is for you and it's not. You know if you want to be with this individual or you don't. We know these things. We fight within ourselves about something we already know the answer to. You know when it's things about a person that you don't like. You know the things that you know you're not going to deal with an individual. Sometimes you see the signs, you ignore them, because a person is trying to change another person. Games, shenanigans, deceit, all of the same category. If you want better, you have to give better. You have to show a person that you are that one that they can pretty much trust with their life. Trust that they're not going to be stabbed in the back. Trust that they're not going to be put to the back burner, brushed off, hurt. Although things happen sometimes that, are beyond our control, because you can't control another person's emotions. But at the same time, that all goes to you being undecided and not really knowing what you really want. Your undecidedness affects other people. Because if you was being honest, then that allows the individual to make much more better, wiser decisions. Because they wouldn't waste time on a person that they know really don't want to be with them, really don't want to spend time with them, really don't want them to be that special person in their life. It could just be they might like their company. They might like them as a friend, which is cool, because everybody is not meant to be with a person that they really want to be with. Because you can like this person, you can have interest in this person, but the person like and interest might just be limited to a friendship, and that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. You can't force a person to want to be with you, because everybody see different things in each other. Some see good, some see bad, some see things that just make them skeptical and unsure as of whether you would be that perfect pursuit for them. And they entitled to feel and think the way that they want to. And don't get me wrong, it could be wrong. I mean, the way they thinking may not be who you really are, or who you are at all. They just can't see it. And you can't force them to see it. You can try to show them, but you can't force them. You know? But, like I said, if you love a person, you care for a person, you want a person to be in your life for a lifetime, you cannot play games with them. You cannot play shenanigans. You cannot try to do things to get people to react and respond in ways that you want them to, because you don't want to be controlled. So why would you try to control? You know? Because if you love a person, you care for a person, and you showing them that, trust and believe, they're going to respond in that same way when they know that they have someone that is truly all about them. But if you half stepping, you're playing games, playing shenanigans, you're being sneaky, you're not being honest, you're still holding on to past memories, I mean, that's going to put them at a halt. That's going to push them back. That's going to make them feel like, nah, I mean, this is not a chance that I'm willing to take. So I say to all my people, and this is not targeted to anyone in particular, everything I speak about is from a generalized perspective. You know? So if you are one of those ones that like to play games, or you're playing games, or you're trying to control a situation through games and shenanigans, I'm trying to tell you, that's not the way. You may get some of the things that you're trying to get out of that situation, but trust and believe, that's not going to keep that person there, and that's not going to show them that you love them or that you care for them, eventually that's going to start pushing them away. The more games you play, the further away you push a person from you, because you make them feel as if you can't be trusted. And that is the last thing that you want in your relationship or in your friendship, that you can't trust a person or a person can't trust you. Without trust, you have nothing. You can't build nothing. And what you have will soon come to an end. And on that note, my people, I'm going to conclude. I'm sorry for the darkness. I mean, you done seen me many a times on many of my videos. Ain't nothing changed. I'm still the same. I'm speaking out, light or dark, night or day. I'm speaking out. As long as I'm willing and able to reach out, that's what I'm going to do. Because like I said, this is not just for me. This is for us. And I'm open to hear other people. Just because rambling aimlessly from the mind is a thing that I came up with and decided to do, it's still rambling aimlessly if I'm hearing other people's thoughts, because that's you speaking out with no limits as of what you want to say. You just expressing from your heart whatever pops up in your mind. Don't have to be personal. Just something that you want to either get out or something that you just want to express to other people, just to enlighten them, to encourage them, to uplift them. Because somebody out there need uplifting. Somebody out there need encouragement. Someone out there is walking a path and they need to hear something to lead them in a path opposite, which is a good path. So don't hesitate. Reach out. It's about us, not me, not you. It's about us as a whole. This is out to the world, to anybody who's willing and open to listen, to be receptive, and to take heed to what applies to them or to whatever they can take in to give and pass on to someone else. Peace. I'm out. Until next time, y'all. Enjoy the rest of y'all night, y'all day. Keep your head up. Never give up hope. And always know that we are all overseen by the Almighty. So every day you need to cherish, give thanks that you are able to see another day. And you don't want to see it living a life playing games and shenanigans. If you want someone special in your life. Peace, I'm out.